Halo semuanya. Hi everyone. What are our plans for today? Well, I made the three different setups, and yeah, they are aero, all three, but they are slightly different from each other. So if we look to the first one, we see power on 204 and aero is 582, lightweight is quite high, 400, and handling as well. And the brakes are not really relevant. On this one, power is under 150, but aero is 767, and lightweight under 300, but handling almost 500. So it's quite a different between quite a difference between first and the second. And the third one is actually in my eyes best setup for me. It works best for me. It's a little bit lower than this, but if you look at the power indicator, so 1771, 1742, 1671, it's quite a difference in so we will be able to see the differences in between. So I'm planning to do 2 laps with my best setup, and then we will go from there and see what the other 2 setups are capable of. And why do I want to do the best one? Yeah, because it's the best one, and it will give a little bit of edge to the second and third one, because we already done the run with the best one. So no, you are not allowed to make any mistakes. You really have to go smoothly through the corners, and brake is your friend. Don't forget that. We made there a mistake, and we're gonna lose some time in sector 3, but sector 1 and sector 2 are really decent. We lost like more than a second in the last sector. It should be like 24-7 or better, but it was a decent first lap. It was a really decent first lap. We only messed up in the third sector, but we made the mistake in that chicane, and yeah, once you lose it there a little bit, you will lose the time, and a bigger mistake, more time you will lose. So let's do one more run with our best setup, and see what kind of lap we can pull out. We don't want to get stuck too long, so if we cannot like pull really nice lap, we will just take what we can take. It's very important to take that first, second corner very well. Like you can do it in a 7th gear, and it's not easy to do it, but it is doable. So close. Okay, one more try. We don't want to do too much retries. Nice. Yeah, kind of talking and driving doesn't really work together. You really have to focus on the track. Oh, we lost too much time there in the first one. And here as well. I guess we will count the first one with some deduction. We can try and pull the decent third sector. Not really. The small mistakes will cost you several tenths of the second of more. This is terrible. We just lost too much time there. But doesn't matter, we're gonna finish our lap, and this is terrible. We lost like a lot of seconds there. But we cannot stuck too much on one, so I would like to move further with it. But with the best one, I can definitely do 1.7, 1.7 low, 1.6 high is possible if connecting all 3 sectors. But it is extremely difficult to connect all 3 sectors with no mistakes as fast as possible. So let's do the setup 2 now. We'll run 1 lap and kinda evaluate it a bit, and then move to the lap 2, second try, and see it from there. You do have to concern, it's slightly different. You have to figure out kinda everything. It's not the same steering, it's not the same braking, it's different. So you have to, just a little bit you need to get used to it. And you have to brake on time. If you brake late, you're not gonna make it. Okay, let's focus. Think about the track and only track. I lost a lot of time in the first sector. No, no. That was a shame, man. It jumped. It jumped over the curve. That is a shame. It was a decent lap. Yeah, this is decent lap. This is decent. Yeah, this is decent. We lost a little bit. The first sector was decent. I mean, 19 low is really decent. We lost quite a lot in the second sector, like almost half a second. And third sector, yeah, just above 25. Yeah, it brings you just under 1.8. But we still have one more try, so this was the first try. Let's try one more time and see if we can improve that and hope for the best. It's a tricky track. Like if you lose in the first and the second corner, you will lose quite a lot of time towards the third corner and further. And not only that, you will not come in a high speed on the end of the first sector, so you will lose some time in the sector 2 as well because of the mistake in the first sector. So it's like double coin, double headed. No. Oh, I thought we gonna get the penalty. I was 100% convinced. But this is something, so we lost a little bit there, won a little bit there. You see, we lost a little bit in the first sector and in the third sector, but we gained a little bit in the second sector. So yeah, it is a little bit slower than first setup. That's just the fact. The first setup is a little bit faster than that. Definitely. But you can still pull a decent lap from it. Definitely. You can definitely pull a decent lap from it. And now we're gonna see the third one with the most power indicator of performance indicator points. 1771. It's quite high. 1771. That's like quite high. Higher of them all. Highest of them all. Okay, let's focus. This one is definitely better through the corners. It kinda goes. Yeah, we did lost. We did lost quite a lot of time there in the second sector and in the third sector as well, and in the first sector. We lost everywhere a little bit. But it does feel, I do have to admit, it does feel different in a corners. It takes the corners better, I would say. But that doesn't mean in particular that it's faster, so we have still one more try. But I don't see it beats setup 1. I really don't. Yeah, that's it. That is it. So it seems the the highest one with the highest performance indicator points is the slowest one. That's how it feels to me. So the most points doesn't necessarily means the fastest car. We lost in the first sector, we lost in the second sector. So what are we looking for? We are looking for like 18.8 is crazy, and very low 23, as low as possible. Maybe high 22, but not yet. And 24/7, something like that. So yeah, so 7 and 8 is 5, I guess. Yeah, guys, it's it's not easy to figure it out. You really have to try and experiment, and it all depends what kind of parts are you you possess, what kind of parts you possess, and how far are they developed. They are starting with the level 1, and I have the epic ones as far as level 4. So that is quite high, I guess. Only we are slacking with the air booster. We got a lot of other 4, but so far only 1 air booster. So I'm hoping to get 3 more and improve our air booster to 25%. That would give us a little bit more speed, and we could improve our times for just a tiny bit. So yeah, the arrow with a high arrow, like if it's not really balanced all the way, like if you see here handling, it's quite nice handling. Like the car feels really stable in the corners, and you can really take the corners nicely. You will flow through the corners, and with this one, you will kind of struggle a little bit more through the corners, but you do have more aero on that one. And I guess that 30 brake does probably help a little bit. It's nice to have a little bit of brake, but with the 0 you can work with the 0 as well. You can definitely work with the 0, but it's tiny, a little bit harder, I guess. And who knows, with maybe better part, but we need like 5 of this, and then we will get a little bit air more, and a little bit of aero helps. Oh, cool. We have a box. So we do need one rare part. We still didn't got it from a new update. We only need to get that part, and then we can talk about those new 5 parts and what are they capable of. Okay guys, I really had fun. I enjoyed. Till next time, race you later. Take care everybody. Have a nice evening. If you like it, press that like button, press that subscribe button, and I will be grateful. Thank you. Race you later.